Hi, Sam here at Model Chili, and here is Bandai's 1:12 scale Stormtrooper from Star Wars episodes 4 to 6. And this has been sitting in my backlog for a long time, probably about a year. And as you can see, it's well worn, so I think it's about time that I actually start building it. And what I'm going to do is just simply build it all up without painting, and then just use it as an excuse to do some very heavy weathering. I'm going to be taking a lot of inspiration from the Clone Wars and some of the Clone Troopers, where they were covered in oil stains and marks and dirt and all sorts. So I'm planning to use two different washes, so the Vallejo oiled earth wash and the black, and then finish it off with these Tamiya weathering sets. So we're using the oil stain for that one, and Sandalite sand and mud for that one. And that's kind of an experiment really, just to see how it goes and what direction it ends up taking. So it'll be a journey of discovery for both of us really. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so that's the build all complete, and as you can see I've got his weapons attached. So he's got his rifle there, and left-handed of course, and his backup rifle in the holster. He's also got a pistol. There's nowhere really to put that. And as for the stand, he can fit into this plate, which has got like a foot slot, but it was just kind of getting in the way when I was trying to place him. So the good thing is you can flip it over and then just have the stand flat to freely place him on there. But of course that means he's not fixed. But he stands up quite well. The joints are quite stiff. They're not loose at all. The only problem is once you start playing around and try to pose them and stuff, some of the parts just pop out, just as a consequence of the snap together build. I suppose you could glue them in place, but I don't think I'll be fixing it or playing with it too much in different poses. So I'll just choose a pose and then display them pretty much fixed. So I might just end up turning that foot plate around and stick them on there. So yeah, pretty simple, fast build. And now it's time for some decals. And to start the weathering, I'm just going to add a few scuff marks just with a bit of black paint on the end of a thin brush. Now for the first coat of wash, I'm just going to be using Vallejo Light Grey. Over the entire figure. So I'll leave the wash to dry overnight, and it's still quite soft since it's on this shiny plastic. So all I need to clean it up is just a wet cotton bud, just to wipe over the large areas, and that just easily wipes away. And by allowing the wash to collect in certain areas, sometimes you get happy accidents, like this little part here where the wash is pulled in this area. It kind of looks like gives it a 3D effect, where he's taken a bit of blaster fire or something. It's quite interesting that. And other areas like down here where the wash collects can create some interesting patterns. Just helps to give it that random appearance. And now just for a bit of oiled earth wash, just in certain places. I don't want to cover the entire figure with it. And so now just using a damp brush, I'm just going to tap along some of the existing wash, not adding any new wash, just moving around the stuff that's still a bit soft and damp, just to get rid of some of these hard lines and create a few more random patterns and textures. Okay, I'm going to try something that might be a little bit grim, but it's going to be a kill count on his sleeve. And this may or may not be blood, but I'll let you decide. Now I'm just adding just the tiniest bit of Vallejo dark yellow wash, just to give a bit more colour variation. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit on certain spots and then sort of drain it out with a bit more grey wash. With the wash done, I've applied a flat coat using Tamiya Flat Clear spray can, just to seal in the wash so I don't mess it up with my fingers. Now I'll be applying some of the Tamiya weathering set with the oil stain colour, and I probably won't be using as much of this as I thought I would be, since I've pretty much covered it up with the wash. There isn't really a lot of places left to put this, but I'll put it in a few places just to give it a bit of staining here and there. And now for a bit of sand colour. And just to finish it off, I'm going to give him a very light dusting of Vallejo Desert Tan, just around his legs and his feet, just so it shows he's been kicking up dirt and dust as he's been walking or running. Okay, so there he is, all complete. And I've given him the pistol instead of the rifle, since I think I like this pose a bit more. Makes him look like he's ready to smack down some rebel scum. And for the weapons themselves, I've just painted them with Vallejo metallic black and then given a black wash. And same with the stand, was just metallic black and then given a flat coat. Although I've managed to scuff it up already with his boot. But overall, I'm really happy with how it came out. It was a bit more weathering than I was expecting to do, but as I said at the start, it was just an experiment to see where it went. I just wanted to do something a bit different, make him look a bit more battle hardened, like he spent the last week fighting in the mud. And he's come out victorious, I think. But let me know what you think in the comments. I'm always happy to read your feedback, both good and bad. And just have a closer look here. Some of the detailing. So yeah, it was a lot of fun building up the layers of the different washes and some of the battle damage. It's kind of tricky to know when to stop, really, so I hope I haven't gone too overboard. But I guess the more weathering you add, just the longer he's been in the field, I guess. Hopefully. And I really like the kill count I've put on his sleeve. It's a bit of personality. It's something a bit unique. I mean, it's possible someone has already done something like that, but not that I've seen. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed watching that build. And until next time, take care.